4, 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? Welcome to Pigkaso's Basement. Yeah, I'm your host, Richard Pigkaso. And with me right here, this gentleman right here, you have to admire this man. He's been with me on my musical journey for a very long time. Please, he's just a warm and special dear man in my heart. Paul.
Yeah!
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Karactr.
Yes! We got like a audience.
We're working on the soundboard budget right now. All right.
That's what I want.
All right, so thank you all to everybody that tuned into our first official one back on Thursday when we dropped it. We got a lot of dope feedback from it. Got a lot of people hit me up, especially about the sex story with the dog licking my sides story.
I seen that. I seen it. You very weird, man.
Well, come on. I know I'm not the only person in this world that had like a crazy sex story.
I don't think I have a crazy story like of a dog licking my nipple like that.
I mean, it was part, high and some bestiality thrown in there, and it worked out great. I got my shit off, so that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Great.
All right, so today for this episode, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit based off that discussion. Most of the feedback that I got was mainly because, what type of women do I meet? What type of women
What kind of women do you meet?
Like that would be down for like shit like that. So today I kind of want to delve a little bit more into like the more dating women aspect and the type of women I usually meet, and also would like to know the type of women you like to meet, because I know
there's a lot of psychopathic women I meet out there.
and there you go. There's a lot of psychopathic women out there.
There's a lot of psychopathic women, crazy women out there.
So for this episode, I kind of want to, let's just get into it. So for you, since everybody kind of knows my story.
But you know what it is?
What?
To get to your point, like, us men, when we say we don't want a crazy woman, but we love them.
Yeah.
We love crazy women.
Yeah.
It's we don't know why, but we just do.
Yeah.
I can't I can't help it. I hate a woman who's crazy, but I also love her craziness. Because if it's like if she's going crazy, but it's the love crazy, then yeah, you got it.
Yeah, like you can't have a yin without a yang, a good without a bad.
Exactly.
But sometimes that craziness would be like our downfall. Like
sometimes it's a turn on. It's a turn on.
Tupac said it though. Tupac said hell had no fury like a woman scorned.
What?
A cemetery full of ninjas not knowing.
Boss!
Like, yeah. Pop, man. Pop be having the craziest fucking
But it's the truth though. How many men die over women because that pussy was so good. And I'm watching this show called Magic City. And there's this boss Don dude, and he don't fuck his girl. He likes doing? He likes watching his girl from the second floor of his apartment through a mirror, a see-through mirror, like this. I mean, a non-see-through mirror. So he looks down at her, and she's in the bed downstairs playing with herself. That's what gets him off. And watching her fuck other dudes, that's what gets him off. That's what. But my point is that
who's giving these niggas money?
Son, it be the crazy ones that get it that way, though.
I want a girl play with herself to watching looking up. She's time from looking up. Oh shit! And you just like,
this shit's sick though. Cause Shorty goes, cause it fucks you up because they're about to get into it, and then she goes, "What? You want me to go downstairs?" So I'm like, "Oh," and then he goes, "Yeah." So I'm like, "Oh, he's mad. He's mad." And then downstairs she goes and starts going. I'm like, "Oh, she's not mad. This is great."
If you're not seeing on the camera, he's doing a weird.
I wish I had that.
Leaning back like this. I'm not gonna go into detail. I don't want to get banned on YouTube for shit. It was some sexual stuff right now.
Yo, you'd be surprised.
Shout out to my YouTube audience that's watching this right now.
I mean, women are really like. I'm not saying women are sneaky, but they don't show it, but you can tell they're the most freakiest. Like they'll think of something the most freakiest things they want to do with a man.
Some women, they're like, I think a lot of.
I'm not saying some. It's like I could say half the women, because there's some of them that could be like, yo, I want to know this guy, we tie me up, put cables on me, slap the shit up. I'm like, what kind of shit are y'all into? Like,
Damn, what kind of woman do you meet?
Yeah, like you hit it from the back and you're like grabbing her hair. It's like, rip my scalp, rip the fucking scalp off, man, rip the fucking scalp off.
Would y'all do that though? If y'all was fucking a woman and the bitch was like, yo, punch me in the face?
I done that. I done that. It's called a donkey punch. It's a donkey punch.
you see?
Yo, I was hitting it from the back, and she's like, punch me in my face, and supposedly when she's about to nut, she's about to nut, you punch her in the head.
For almost 10 years. Why is it I find something new about it every fucking time?
Because, I try to keep my sexual
Did you enjoy it?
deity. Oh, hell yeah. That shit's fucking amazing.
Oh, God.
Yo, you gonna get kicked off of every platform.
No, I'm not, look, don't do what I do. This is just my
No. You gotta tell him she asked for it.
She asked.
She
like,
asked
it was
for
consent.
it.
She wanted, her consent was to almost get knocked the fuck out as I was hitting it from the back. That was her consent.
You ever gave a bitch a jelly donut?
What was it?
When you punch her in her face, make her nose bleed, and busting her?
I don't know what the hell this is talking about. My first time ever hearing this. I just saw this today.
Yes, he's new.
I'm new
He's
today.
impervious to everything you talk about.
Wait, what about the Houdini? Y'all never hit a bitch with the Houdini?
Was
When you hitting it from the back, and then you tag your man in and go in front of her and wave?
I think it's called I also called it the poltergeist. The poltergeist.
I don't know the names of any of these shits.
Right, so the poltergeist, it's like you fucking your girl from behind in the dark.
I don't know the
and
names
you
of
tag your
any
friend
of this
hiding
shit.
in the closet, and then he's hitting your girl from behind, and you go outside the window, and she looks out the window as she's getting hit from the back, and you saw her waving outside.
You know how bad your girl's gonna fuck you up, bro.
She's like, I'm here.
Word. That shit only works out in porn scenes.
Yes, only works out in porn.
Yeah, one of you get away with that. A roll like you get stabbed.
Yo, I have a question. I wonder about that though. Is there a normal life for a porn star?
I don't know.
Not even close, right? Like,
I mean,
you have to date another porn star, right?
not necessarily, because there's a porn star that I admire, that I'm watching for years. She's been happily married for 26 years.
Yeah, but my point is that her man better be hung like King Kong if I'm gonna be watching my chick fucking a nigga hung like King Kong. And I know I don't have to watch her movies, but when there's something called the Porn Academy Awards.
Yep.
Yeah.
AVN.
My chick just won 7 trophies for how many dicks she got sucked.
And I have to sit here and watch her go up to the stage, accept those awards of how many dicks she sucked. How many
The
dicks she
trophy
took,
is a penis. The trophy is a penis. I gotta look at it in my living room every weekend.
My job is to walk her to the fucking thing and be like, nah, get the fuck out of here.
To a certain extent, this is just me. Like, I just see that as more of a term of endearment. It's like, look, I got the baddest bitch that knows how to fuck. While you bitches didn't get no awards, but my bitch is the one that's credited for being the nastiest bitch on earth. I got the nastiest bitch. That's my girl. That's my girl. I'm building a fucking life with. She knows how to
I ain't gonna lie.
shit.
You got a different ego, and I totally get that. But there's another thing where, look at our stature. Now there's another thing where you can say all that shit. She's married to you. But 6'7" fucking The Rock, right? The Rock, he just finished doing a scene with your chick last week, and all of a sudden you saw him in Foot Locker.
Banging her on his desk.
Or you saw him in Foot Locker, and he knows that's your girl, but he goes, "That was good last week."
Yeah,
Pats her ass. What you do?
And then he comes to you and be like, yo, your girl's a good actor, bro. Your girl's a good actor. And I'm like,
High five, brother.
how the hell you high five me in my face? You're sexy with my girl. Nigga,
How much you got paid for that? Did she got a good amount of money for it? I might let that probably suck.
I mean, I don't think I can't say if it's a movie, like a regular movie.
That's different.
There's gonna be some roles. There's gonna be roles that you take that
because
involve
it's just a regular movie, and then plus other movies are gonna come out same thing like that. But if it's like some Halle Berry and Billy Bob Thornton type shit.
Yeah,
Nah, we're not.
You won't have that nigga's old
He's
nuts.
not making you feel good.
Yeah,
You wanna have his old nuts on your vagina?
Yo.
Like, you know what they do in those movies, right?
They
put a sock. You
Yo.
know what they do in those movies, right? They put a sock over the, like, whenever you see, like, remember the Money Train?
She wanted that real.
Oh yeah,
That was all real.
She really had sex with
She really had sex with Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, she
they
with
admitted it was all real.
I ain't gonna lie though.
Billy Bob Thornton, I think, is the only one that did a movie with Halle Berry and actually had sex with her.
I would have to.
To me, I think.
I would have to give my girl mad thug points though if acting was her profession, right? And she came up to me and said, "Yo, listen, I'm getting paid X amount of money. It's a scene. You know what my job is. I'm gonna do my job to the best of my ability, but I'm coming to you with it. So when you look at it on the screen, you don't even ask me if I really fucked them, okay?" I gotta give kudos to that woman because I'm like, I knew what you was. I knew what kind of actress you was. I knew what you was gonna get into. So.
But that's Halle Berry.
And that's Halle Berry.
And she's still fucking
She's
bad.
still fine.
That movie's like over.
Who you think's fine, Halle Berry or Jennifer Lopez?
I ain't gonna front. And I'm sorry to say this. I gotta give it to J-Lo. I gotta give it to J-Lo.
You gotta give it to J-Lo?
I gotta give it to J-Lo.
I think Halle Berry got better skin.
Skin, yes. But
she looked more
I think
honest.
Halle Berry has to do less in the morning when she wakes up.
Yes.
Put it that way.
I feel like Halle Berry just comes out of the ocean just being fine and like fine as fuck, while J-Lo is kind of on the raft outside in the ocean, like I'm pulling into shore.
But there's something about seeing a 50-year-old woman do those dance moves on stage.
Yeah, to be 50 and
J-Lo,
look that fucking good.
Like,
damn.
J-Lo,
there's something. She had to get with a dude like A-Rod because I could imagine her fucking Mark Anthony and that dude just falling apart. Look at him. You see him, right? He's frail.
He's tiny.
Yo, he's frail. Yo, he must weigh buck 05. Him and Michael Jackson probably weigh the same weight.
I mean,
Michael Jackson's 6'1".
And my point, Mark Anthony ain't no 6'1".
Michael Jackson was tall, but he looked like he was light as a fucking
Yeah.
bro.
What did Eddie Murphy say in Raw? Mike don't weigh much than a buck 05.
Look at
George
Prince.
Washington was 6'1".
Look at Prince. Prince was a
small.
short, skinny.
He was small, but he was.
But did you guys hear the recent story of Dmx and Prince?
Yeah.
No,
On Drink Champs?
Yeah.
I heard part of that.
He killed me. This nigga said Nori asked him, he said, so is Prince a thug ass nigga though? Is Prince he like that nigga a gangsta motherfucker, B.
You know what's funny? I've heard a lot of celebrities who told stories about Prince.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of shocked me because you don't see Prince acting like that. Every time you see a music video, he's just doing music, but you never hear anything bad, nothing
He
bad
wore
about him.
cowboy chaps with his ass cheeks out.
Yeah, and then
it was bagging the baddest bitches on earth.
Yeah.
And then you got Eddie Murphy.
Looking like that.
And then you got Eddie Murphy, who worked with a lot of artists, Rick James, Prince, Michael Jackson. He said himself, if anybody who didn't watch the Chappelle Show back then and didn't watch it now, Charlie Murphy even says it. Prince can play ball, and he will whoop your ass in ball in high heel sneakers or whatever. He's gonna kill you
High heel
in the
sneakers.
ball.
You know what happened to Prince though, right? While
Yeah.
he was on so many pills and everything, from constantly performing and jumping off the
Yeah.
stage. From
Yeah.
constantly jumping off the stage, it got to a point where his last couple performances, he used to have to be carried up to his stage to perform because he couldn't take the pain in his lower body from
Yeah.
consistently jumping off.
But think about it. Look at what Prince did that nobody else did. How many? You go to a Michael Jackson concert right now. How much is a Michael Jackson ticket?
Well, he dead, so
No, I'll tell you right
he was still
now.
alive.
I'll put a
He
mark.
was still
I'll put a
alive.
mark on that. When he was still alive, my dad tried to get tickets to go to the Victory Tour.
5?
And he was before he even dropped Thriller and all that shit. Tickets back then, $125.
Okay.
Back in 1983.
but that
Okay, and back in 1983,
That's
so now,
400.
How much? Yeah.
now that's like
back in
$400.
1983 Now back in 1983, so now, if Prince was still alive, how much his tickets would be charged?
oh, he'd be charging that 400.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
He wouldn't even hit
I
people.
saw
He
Prince
hit the
live.
400. He don't even hit the 400 spot. He charges people $20
Yes.
to watch him.
His shows are actually pretty cheap.
That's why.
Oh, I didn't know
Prince-
that.
This is how creative.
Prince was the.
Because Bruce
Tickets were
Springsteen
cheap.
was charging $225
But
for tickets right
that's
now.
some other shit.
That's some other shit.
Prince was so great as an artist because he's a person I could say he truly inspired me as an artist.
He
when
knew
it comes
that
to
a lot of
showman
people
shit.
couldn't afford his tickets. though.
He would do
Exactly,
He would
though.
do like his company. Okay, this is what we're gonna charge the arena, and then afterwards he would go to the freaking bar or like a bullshit like lounge and just perform there right afterwards.
perform right
in
there
secret.
afterwards.
Just be like, oh shit, Prince is here at 2:00 in the morning. At
My
some
man-
bullshit lounge in Harlem. Or
My
something.
man used to do that. He used to when we were first making music, right? what he used to do is, because people charge us to perform, which every person that is famous says that's bullshit. You as an artist should not pay to perform. You as an artist should not be mandated to pay $1,000 for a slot.
No.
Every comedian says that's full of shit.
Oh, yeah.
I come in, I do my job. I get paid whatever you pay me for my slot, $15, $20.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. Give an artist $15, $20 for 5 minutes. He'll come in.
How long I'm gonna be on the stage?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
People get blindsided by like a dollar amount.
Yeah.
It's just think
Well,
like, oh,
what
you
my
gotta
man
pay
used to
for
do,
this.
right? What my man used to do, since you had to sell tickets or had to pay for the slot, what he would do is, since his friends we didn't have $10, $20 to go to a show, and we fucking barely working with kids. What he would do is he would charge people half and pay the other half out of his pocket, just so his friends would come. And if it ever was a competition, he broke bread with all of us. Dude won a $500 rap competition. He brought like 12 of us. We ate food that night. We drank alcohol that night. He spread his whole winning on us. You know what that made us feel like? Every time he performed after, we go chill with him. When we had the money to pay for the full ticket, pay for the full ticket. Pay for his ticket. Pay for his drink.
And that's kind of what my father does too. Like when we come to like shows, like he taught me like that when he would come to my shows. Just so my friends would come, they'll help pay half the slot fee. So my friends would come and I would pay off the other half of the pay to perform. And afterwards, same thing. We would go like to a bullshit spot to just eat and chill right after, just so people could come out and support. Because it's times like people are taking time out of their lives to come see you perform, and we all got different. We're all busy in some shape or form, but just to have like people who support you and care about you, just to have them there, just to see you for a set, and they'll tell you, oh, you're going up at 9, and then you end up getting pushed the fuck back to like almost midnight because the sound shit ain't right, or you got your slot number, and if this person comes, you gotta wait until they come before you do your slot without them just bumping you up. There's a lot of struggles with like indie artists like that. Yeah, to this current day. Like you see what many shows we done when we got like pushed the fuck back?
We done like 100 shows.
100 shows,
like more than that. But I ain't gonna front. It feels good doing those shows because once I'm on stage, you forget it's not where you forget where you are, but you forget your problems. I forget all my problems when I'm on stage. Even though I get nervous, like because when you call me and you be like, yo, Crush, I want you to perform me, come on stage with me, let's have some fun. I get nervous. Don't get me wrong, I get nervous. My armpits start sweating like crazy. But and that don't be happening to me that often. But the big shows when we get, I be nervous because I say to myself, are we gonna kill it? Are we gonna mess up? Is it gonna go good? Is it gonna go bad? But I always stay with that positive energy in me because I want to make sure that no matter what, we're gonna kill this show and we're gonna put a smile on these people's faces.
Yeah, that's his job.
Whether they like us or not.
And fortunately for us, like the shows that we
never failed.
We never
failed.
We never had like a real bad.
Not to toot our own horn, but yeah,
like
we haven't failed yet.
Like I'm not saying my own dick or nothing, but we be killing it. If you actually ever get the chance to see us, like we're giving you more than just like bars and shit like that. We're giving you experience. We're giving you entertainment. Yes. We're not just going on the mic and just saying some bar shit. All right, next song, blah 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 blah. All right, next song, trap shit. Like the other trap niggas that be playing like the same 10 other trap rappers that came before us and shit. Like we're here for a great time and to give you a show. We're giving you your $10 worth when you pay for that ticket.
Like Prince does. That's crazy. So instead of a $400 ticket just to go to the concert and just go straight home, I could order me some food, order me some drinks, get me a weed, and then still go watch Prince
right?
shows and enjoy myself. What?
Exactly, and I remember seeing Prince live with my father like I think it was like 2011 or 2012. And he had a show at that stadium in Jersey. I forgot what it was called. What the hell is this? It's a stadium in the Izod Center. I don't know if it's still there, but he gave a fucking show. And mind you, most of the seats were half empty. Like I think the stadium was only like probably less than 2/4 filled. Like he gave that show. He gave his show. Like he thought that shit was. You would think this shit was packed out and it was a roaring crowd.
I heard a story about him from. I don't know. You guys gotta watch it. From Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
He said he was talking a story about Prince and then that Prince beat him in a ping pong match.
Okay.
but they were saying that Prince was like good at everything. That you couldn't even like video games, ping pong, basketball, baseball, whatever Prince touched, he was good at it. And it was like, how is it? Like I don't get it myself. I'm not there to see that or to hear it, but when you got a whole bunch of people who actually hung out with him and saying out of their mouths like, yo, he can do this, he can do that, don't fuck with him. He's the man.
No, and that's fucking great. Cause this is a guy that already knew how to play 7 instruments.
Yep.
It worked.
Before even actually really singing and recording. He could the guitar, drums, bass, and obviously he was a fashion trend. So that like, it would be stupid. You don't want to even half emulate what Prince is.
If I was wearing puffy shit like that with some flamboyant pants and some high heels, and if I would have knew that would have got me a girl, I would have dressed like that a long time ago.
I'd be dressed like a figure skater anyway. Bitches.
What they did?
Flower shirts and shit.
What they did though, it got reborn because now look at them. They wear long shirts like dresses. Men wear black fingernail polish.
Well, you see, Prince. A lot of people who wore the androgynous style, nobody was accepting it until Prince came around. Cause Prince made that shit cool.
Yeah.
Prince made it cool. Like, yeah, I'm okay. Boy George is wearing one. Y'all making fun of him.
Culture Club.
But look at Prince. Prince made it to that smooth, suave. You know, I'm gonna wear this, and y'all can't say shit to me. And basically, everybody was dressing up like Prince.
Yeah.
Not me, but.
I mean, were you in the Prince era though?
Nah. I mean, I was, cause I'm an '89.
Okay.
89 baby.
Me too.
But I seen a lot of his music videos. I seen a lot of his. I seen movies.
I see. I didn't see much of Prince's movies. I didn't get none of that. I seen Purple Rain.
No, Purple Rain I seen. There was another one I seen and it's really good, but I forgot the name of it. But
don't they have When Doves Cry wasn't a movie, right?
Nah, that was a video.
That was a song. That was part of the Purple Rain.
Yeah,
Purple Rain,
the whole Purple Rain album.
Yeah, but there's another person that I really enjoyed that Prince discovered. You ever heard of Moore's Day?
Yeah,
of course.
Of course. The bird song, that shit was my shit.
Prince put a lot of people on and do like his own, pretty much like this label. I forgot what his label was called, but he put Moore's Day at the time, Sheila Easton, Band 86, and I forgot this other one. He had another artist like 2009. I think allegedly they were dating, but he had that album Lotus Flower.
Yeah.
Where he had his album, a double album, and then he had like his own girl inside his, like, so it was like a triple album. So it was like his double album and then his girl's album in it, just so she could help with sales and stuff.
That's good.
That shit was fire. Bria Valente, that was her name. Dude, Bria Valente.
But I mean, the people that he had in the movie Purple Rain was mostly his artists. The girl played the reporter. She was an
Apollonia.
Yeah.
And Lake Minnetonka.
I'll let you purify yourself in Lake Minnetonka.
It's funny because literally at the beginning of this episode, I said, let's talk about women. We literally branched so far from that shit.
No, we are, but it was just like, it was like you gotta see too when we talk about this guy Prince. It's like you seen a lot of women who went after this man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, every single woman wanted this man.
Wanted that.
Somebody said it. Women buy the music.
Yeah.
Men follow the women.
Yeah.
So wherever the women go for the music,
men
follow. Prince could look like the fruitiest, craziest, bugged out, most looking.
But I bet y'all niggas behind him because he got all the women.
Well, it's not even only that.
The bad bitch in your car.
I guarantee if let's just say he fucked 50 women, right? And each one of those women had one good thing to say about him. That's like selling a good TV. Because now all your friends come over and be like, yo, that's a great TV. Everybody knew his rapport was so good with women. And it didn't only resonate with how he made music, it's how he carried himself as a man. I'm going to sell myself to the one thing that I should be appealing to. Not men. Women. genius.
Remember, when you go to concerts or go to any type of like
I ain't
show,
gonna lie.
you want the majority of your audience to be women. No matter
What
no matter
about
sex you are.
Drake? What about Flex getting at Drake saying when you go to a Drake concert, 90% of his fans wear flip flops.
Who cares? Who fucking cares?
He just died.
Who cares about the flip flops? Those is bitches in those flip flops. Who gives a fuck who shows up?
Who the fuck goes to a concert in flip flops, my nigga?
Women.
Unless the concert's at a beach, then that's fine. But if you in a stadium, you know you about to get stepped on by like thousands of people who about to jump up and down when this man hits the stage. Come on, nah. I'm not wearing no flip flops.
It's quicker for them to take their shoes off so you can fuck them in the porta potties at the concert.
Oh shit.
Like, well, watch your feet, you know. So you should have wore flip flops. Should have worn those Skechers, those fucking skippies back in like 3rd grade and shit.
No, just kill it.
Matter of fact, what crazy ass stories? Because everybody knows about my sexual sexcapades. What's like one crazy story from your sexcapade life that you could possibly share? It don't have to be super explicit. It could be a more tame version.
It won't be super explicit. I just know.
I know it don't involve dogs.
Cameras on. I know what people are gonna be watching.
Don't worry, out of character can edit that out.
There's no editing out. No.
Okay, we're not editing it. So we want the raw. We want the real.
We don't do no editing out.
This might be the clip that goes viral, and you can get popping.
We're not gonna edit out shit.
Oh man, my sexual experience. The embarrassing ones.
Yeah.
This is the stories from the little.
All right, so
yeah.
Me and my ex-girlfriend, when we were together, it was that one night, like, she has kids, and the kids were sleeping, and it was just that one night, like yo, babe, and we going in, it was dope. It was, mind you, I don't know if I was engaged at the time, but yeah, but while I'm finishing, long story short, I'm finishing up. I turn around for 1 second because we using the mirror to look into. So once I'm done, I notice like a shadowy figure behind me. And I look behind me. Her son is up, so he kind of watched me, doing stuff to his mom. I'm like, yo, shit. Little man's up.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yo, I felt so embarrassed, bro, because my ass is out. So
it's your kid. Don't be embarrassed. Shit, it's not your kid.
That's hilarious.
But then you understand, like,
I understand in the long term.
One moment you having fun with the kid, you playing with him, chilling with him,
Next moment.
Hey, let's play some Super Smash Bros. Let's go.
Hold up.
Okay, look, I got your shit right here. I'll put Mad Modelo's in the background so I can get that plug. But there's a few like independent beer companies I want to work with too that are really dope. Like Bronx Brewery, that's definitely one. I know like the owner and stuff. They're really cool.
Corona. Let me stop.
No, Modelo is owned by Corona. They're the same thing. So it's like if I get the Modelo, I should get the Corona one too. Motherfuckers, please hook a brother up. I'm here for y'all.
I'm over here. But that's why I told you, you can't just give these people sponsor unless you have like a goal in mind where you're like, all right, look, I got 500 episodes, I got this many views, and look how many people say they love when I drink your beer. You know what I mean? That's the only way to work it.
You gotta have like leverage when you like talk to a lot of sponsorships. Like you gotta have already everything packed. Like for us, like since this is only episode 2, I would say about like episode 125, we'll get something going. Hey, but that's how it is. That's part of the grind. But it's something we love. We love, giving you these shows and just talking about the most random stuff on earth and getting stuff popping. Like, look, my boy's looking at porn right now. You can't see on the camera. These are some real dope porn.
It's not porn.
What are those 2 girls doing right there?
It's not porn. It's Facebook.
That's 2 girls, 1 cup 2.0. That's high def.
That's disgusting, man.
The 4K version.
Ew.
4K shit. We're stupid here. So, yes.
What was your photo shoot taking place?
Yes. I did a photo shoot today. I did a photo shoot not too far from me. Literally right under that bridge, like that goes from the Bronx to near the Whitestone Bridge. We shot there for like a good half hour. Me and Crush, because originally, due to some unfortunate circumstances, we wasn't able to get the full cast here for, my sister had to do double.
Okay.
Because she ended up being at work till like 5 a.m.
Okay.
And she wasn't going to be ready for the photo shoot at 11, so we ended up working what we had to work with. But still, we improvised. Me and Crush got some really dope shots, and we did like a little skit. He broke a bottle on my head. It's fun. It's going to be fun.
Wait, did he really break a bottle?
No.
No. I'll be in the hospital right now.
You know they make those, right?
No.
In Hollywood, you know what the glass is made out of?
Like sugar?
Yeah.
I got a sugar bottle.
Yeah,
I bought some sugar bottles.
Oh, so he really did break a bottle.
Yeah. You get them on like Amazon, and there's a website from this world renowned prop place.
I was thinking about ordering a fake stack of money. Yep. And then just leaving money around my house and inviting people just to see if it goes missing.
Like, what you doing, bro? What you doing?
Because one of my niggas will call me back and be like, yo, son, so I took a 20 from your house and now I'm in jail because that shit was fake.
They'll be like, now that shit again. What the fuck you stealing money from my house?
You trying to fuck over your own weed dealer. What's wrong?
Yo, nigga, you got money, nigga. I
tell him back.
Yo,
B, I'll come with the rest of the money to bail you out.
Yo, bro, I got you. I got the real money to bail you out, bro.
Don't do this again.
No, I'm gonna give you the rest of the counterfeit.
Yo, word. That's crazy.
Let that be a lesson to you. This is the last time.
Figure it out.
Mother flower.
Oh, yo, that's crazy.
Mother flower, man.
Mother flower.
You know what?
What was the shoto food for?
The shoto food was
photo shoot.
I'm dyslexic. Fuck you. Don't make fun of my disability.
Oh, no worries, bro. I'm the same way. I'm just there's certain words I can't even say myself.
I say shit backwards, forwards.
Look, I funny won't make of, all right?
I funny won't make of. This nigga's
we wanted to do because we working on like another podcast that was supposed to be like my manager and my sister and Crush and myself for another one we were in development for besides this one. This one's like more my for me because I have a lot of like personal stuff and I feel I have a lot of great stories and I want to invite amazing guests like this guy here and have a character right here.
You didn't even really that's the greatest part about having organicness. Mm-hmm. Since y'all met each other, y'all could be like, we've been podcasting.
Yep.
Like, since y'all met each other, right? All the difference is carrying a microphone, so it's not really a big difference.
Yeah, facts.
This is why I want to try to do something very grassroots, and that's just like for everybody. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to invite people that we've all hey, come sit down. Let's just talk some shit while we're in my basement. You need a beer, you need food, I'll order whatever the fuck you want, and we'll just chill. Let's have a great time. So we're on episode 2. Look, I made it to episode 2. I thought this was over after episode 1.
I don't think
in my head.
Never say never, man.
I don't
never say
think
never.
He really thought that, especially how his father was so involved. Like we shot a little demo. I tried to do the editing, but I was burnt out, so I couldn't do it right. I did it in 2 seconds. A week later, but when we shot that first official episode, to have his father part of it, and then he asked his dad "Why you here?" And his dad's just like, I'm a fan. Yo, for Pops to give you that while you're working, you absolutely have to work again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Yeah, it's a motivation, and it's it feels good to have something that's your own, and you can just do wherever you want with it. This is Osprey. This is not. I don't see this as just this is my podcast. I see this as ours.
Yeah, no.
This is for everybody.
What happen is you say something wrong. That's the worst thing that can happen. That you say something that really
trigger somebody.
Donald Trump was a great president.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I had E-Cash on my podcast, and he said,
I know E-Cash. He's dope.
E-Cash said, pedophiles.
Shout out to E-Cash.
Pedophiles are getting rescued by the LGBTQ community.
Oh?
They're claiming that, because they're claiming that, they can't help what they love or sexually are attracted to.
Okay. I got a big problem with that because
he brought this up on my podcast, right? So I got a lot of heat for it because everybody's, how you have this person that, yo, he's wrong. I said, yo,
because
that's not my problem.
Yeah,
I just launched it.
And to me,
and I did check him. I said,
you try to rebut what he said.
Yeah,
because I do think there is a lot of people that when you did something wrong, you're gonna hide under any umbrella you can.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the way of life.
Of course.
But to say that a group of people just deliberately embraces people, that's a crazy allegation.
No. I say there's
nothing to back it up.
Excuse me. To me, there's always gonna be a limit of respect.
Facts.
Always a limit of respect. So that right there, I know it wasn't you, but to what I respect, homie, I just can't respect to what he says because that's like saying a person who killed say like somebody murdered my God forbid somebody murdered one of my family members, and they're protecting the murderers. Yeah. Because they can't help what they do, they must kill. Like, no, fuck out of here.
And that's a perfect example too. To like, yeah, what do you mean?
Like, what do you mean? Like, no.
It's like,
did you guys see Abducted in Plain Sight?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Netflix special, bro, about this guy who gets really close to the family and he winds up kidnapping and marrying the 12-year-old daughter. And during the time when he does this,
I seen that. I seen it.
He got the father to jerk him off.
Yeah.
He had a fucking sexual relationship with the mom.
Bro.
All while he's trying to fuck the 12-year-old.
Bro. Bro, I ain't gonna front.
What the fuck?
Yeah, yo, my nigga is weird because this man just...
Yo, that family's so stupid.
Yo, this man just comes into this family's house, like... And I don't know, we're having a menage a trois with the adults. Yeah. But also trying to get in with the 12-year-old. So it's like, how do you let a man that you so-called trust and y'all niggas is banging him out and the man wants to bang your daughter out?
How do you even let him get that close?
Yeah, you gotta be a really sick fuck to let that happen.
That's why I'd be afraid to let people close to me. I'd be afraid. It's like
That's just crazy.
Yeah, because you don't know what people are mentally experienced with or physically.
Like on that note with the LGBT thing that your friend, the shit like your friend said, like ECAS, like I understand why you would say that, and like I don't know, maybe different environment, different ways of like experiencing things with LGBT. But at the same time, that's like me because I made a whole music video around the LGBT, and I wasn't thinking, I hope with this video I'm gonna try to fucking lure kids with it.
That's like saying, all right. That's like saying,
and I dress like cross-dress for that shit.
So does this mean that the LGBT is protecting R. Kelly?
That's what it's like saying.
Are they protecting him because he's a pedophile?
Yeah. But it's like, what do you think?
I mean, to me, I don't know because I'm not there. I can't say what I'm not. I can't say what I don't see. If I didn't see anything like that, then I can't say. And I can't say.
I respect that.
But if that's what's going on, then
that's nasty.
It's very disgusting. Because now it could be they're probably protecting Harvey Weinstein also.
Nasty culture.
Bill Cosby.
Different. They threw Bill Cosby in jail.
How's that?
But I mean, and I'm not saying they're protecting him. I'm saying it's different because they didn't protect Cosby. They threw his ass in jail already. They've been through his ass in jail.
What about before he was in jail?
Before he was in jail, I'm gonna admit to something about these women. Granted, you admitted that if Bill Cosby did that to you, granted. But why wait 30 years? Yeah. And now I get you're afraid your career might be short. But then again, wouldn't you rather stand up for what's right than protecting what's wrong?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. True.
So to these women, okay, granted, if Bill Cosby did that to you, then that's wrong for what he did. But women should have never waited 30 years for this to happen. Like, look at this Michael Jackson shit. Michael Jackson's been dead for almost, 10, 15 years?
He's 12 years, because he died in 2009.
2009. He's been dead for 12 years, and there's a new case with this nigga? Yeah. Come on, bro.
Like he's looking up from, like, what the fuck's wrong with people? Leave me alone. I'm dead.
The man's been dead for 12 years, and already they opening up new cases about this man.
This is terrible.
No, this is what I mean.
The Britney Spears, Free Britney movement going on.
Yo, that shit was crazy with the Free Britney Britney.
It's still going on.
Crazy.
It's still going on.
That shit's super crazy.
But as the time of this recording, the pre-Britney movement is still going on.
Bro, it's like who's giving these niggas money? Like, yo, I want to know.
Like they
Who's
become
giving
like,
these
oh
people
yeah,
money?
yeah. I remember he touched me in '95 for some crazy. He touched my dick in '95 when I was on the playground. I'm
Yo.
like, oh, now you remember it.
Now it's like now you remember after he died.
Yep.
After he died, now you want to admit that what he did to you. So it's like, why wait so long?
You know,
Now I get people. But I get people are scared. Like, for example, kids. I know. I'm not saying. I know kids be scared because they feel like, oh, that my son's gonna happen to my parents if I tell.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna take me away from my parents. I understand that.
Yeah.
But you also got to teach a kid what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
That's why certain kids, some, I'm not saying it's every child, I'm not saying it's every one of them, but it's certain kids that are not learning what's going down in these streets.
Well, you know, I will notice when you have to notice when there are kids that are not that naive because of their teaching.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like, it's our job to teach them to stay aware and be vigilant. Like, the more paranoid we are, the more paranoid they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they don't want to either piss us off, get us mad, or they just tippy-toe around things because they understand that we're always watching them. I think that this only occurs when you don't have a watchful eye under your child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, until they're 18, 19, 20, 21, or until they're out your premises where they can like do their job and be a person, until they're able to go be a person, your job is to completely be there for them.
Yeah. Until they hit a certain age.
I still
Until
call my
they-
father and my mother and ask for advice because I know they're older, and whether or not I take their advice, I need to hear what they would do in order to get my mindset correct because I came out of them.
Yeah.
So, for me to feel indifferent
Literally
about my
came out of
situations, I need some satisfaction to massage my mind and say, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's how
Facts.
you figure out your own resolution
Facts.
for yourself.
Facts.
When given some path from the proper teaching. Like,
Yeah.
that's the problem, though. I think it all starts with parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's them. Those are the first people you know in this world.
Parents.
Yeah.
Your parents. Who's
I
taking
mean-
care of me?
I mean, well, the first person you see is the doctor because he's the one taking your ass out of the stuff.
Smacking your ass.
Yeah, smacking you, and
That's
then
why
when you see
Yeah.
that's when you see your mom and dad. They be like, oh, you're my parents, not that nigga with the mask. Okay, cool. All right, I'm a real change subject. Who's your favorite president
Of all time?
of all
or-
time? Who that you was alive to see?
No, we don't have any options.
Well, I mean, we don't got any options.
I only been
but-
through what, like 4 or 5 presidents. in
Yeah,
my
me too.
lifetime?
I didn't like Clinton because Clinton was with the
Clinton was my nigga.
the only reason I didn't like Clinton was because he put the 3-strike rule in effect.
No. He tried to make a 1-strike rule at one point.
Yeah, but the 3 strikes rule was in effect because of him, and not only that, private jails when he was in private prisons, I should say, not jails, but private prisons, they got a lot of money from the government because he allowed them to be financed through his presidency. During the 90s, you gotta remember, like, even Giuliani was fighting the mafia and all this shit. He wanted to put a stamp on crime, and there was no larger area in crime than, like, California, where you had, like, Richard Ramirez, you had all these killings in the 80s and 70s, you had the Rampart scandal, Compton.
True. But you also had New York because remember in
New
'70
York was a dirty-
in '77 you had the Son of Sam.
We had Frank Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
Lucas,
It's,
all that
yeah,
shit.
we had
Yo, my parents tell me about those times. Like, New York was scared.
Familiar.
So,
Who's the son of Sam?
the Son of
that
Sam.
had to be that his dog
That his dog told him to kill
told
people.
him to kill people. He would
And
kill
this
people
man,
like parks and shit.
this man would only kill couples
Yep.
or women with long brunette hair.
And he was one of the first, like, well-known murderers to actually try to profit off of his fame.
Yeah, in New York.
They had to make I think a federal law, like, don't quote me on that, like a certain type of law, I think in New York or federal, where, like, anybody you get caught for murder, you can't profitize off of, your fame.
Yeah.
Like, if you kill people and stuff.
Yeah, that's why people do like documentaries.
Yes.
And they like OJ, the OJ Simpson thing that we saw on Netflix.
I still think he did it.
He didn't get paid off for that.
No.
He did it though.
Because he
He did it.
He did it.
He
You know
did
when
it.
they said they let OJ off, right?
Racism?
No. Well, it has to do with
It has to do.
But it had to do with Rodney King.
I was just about to mention that. You took the words
Oh,
right
yeah.
out of my mouth.
They used that Rodney King
They used
shit.
that Rodney King shit, and I feel like that was real fucked up because if there's no okay,
What, in 1080p?
granted, there's no evidence of Earl J murdering his wife.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no videos. I mean,
Yeah.
the only videos you got of that man is him in the white truck speeding off an highway. That's it.
And have gloves.
And then all of a sudden you got the gloves on. If the gloves don't fit, you must have quit. Blah blah blah. All that
Johnny
bullshit.
Cochran
Boom.
being Johnny
All right,
Cochran.
boom. But is there any videos, any surveillance videos of OJ killing his wife?
No.
But sometimes it's like you don't
No.
need video. You don't
No,
need
No,
to
no,
be
you
caught
don't
somewhere
need the
to be
video.
that
You don't
proof.
need video.
It might be though.
There might be.
It might be.
There might be, but you don't. And there might be not. But if there was a mad evidence, the man even throws on the glove.
Yeah.
The man he can't fit the glove. Okay, granted, it looked like he didn't do it. But then years later, you coming out with new details of how you would do it. Oh, I can see how this is happening.
No, and then
In
you
the
make a
same
fucking
way-
book.
And you make a book
If
out of
I
it.
did it, called If I Did It.
I did it.
That the dumbass, you know who got all the money from the book? The Goldberg family.
Yeah, her family.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
They
the guy. I
got
think.
money for the book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy, I think after
They got all
that,
the money.
They got all the money for that book.
Anything he does, it has to go immediately to the
It's
family.
a civil.
Like Ron
It's a
Goldman
civil
and all
suit.
them motherfuckers.
That civil suit that
Yeah.
goes to
You
them.
know that shit with OJ does it kind of makes me sick to my stomach, like the shit with T.I. Like T.I. got caught in a sting trying to buy guns, and then he had mad guns in his crib. OJ
But you see,
was driving on a highway running from the run, right? And not only that,
Slowly, by the way.
but remember, T.I. was I think with the guns, and an undercover cop was involved in there. So it's like, okay, granted, I'm probably buying guns, but I didn't know I'm buying a gun from undercover.
all right, let me ask you something though. If you ain't got a license to have a gun, right now, you and I, all three of us, we don't have a license to have a gun. If I had a gun on me and a cop busted through that door, undercover or not, if that bitch ain't loaded, I'm still getting 7.
Yeah,
Good behavior, I'll buy 4.
yeah,
And if I got a bullet, it's 1 year for every bullet in that bitch.
yeah.
So hold up. T.I. had a fucking arsenal. There's no way to be fair about this. We don't get fair treatment because we ain't got the status, we ain't got the equity.
The money.
The money,
Bullshit.
plus he also did a lot of community service work. Remember, he did that show where to help people get all that shit. So he did a lot of shit, and I give him that. I give him that to.
I wish they would give me the opportunity for the times I've been in Spofford, the times I've been in Rikers, the time I had probation for 5 years. I wish every time I had a weed charge, every time I had a drug charge, assaulting in the street, battery, I wish every time I had an opportunity to go ahead and just go do fucking community fucking service. Nah,
Exactly.
I'm $25,000 in the hole because of court. Okay, I'm 25 grand, not to mention fighting for the phone, fighting for my... This nigga went to jail to shit... He didn't even have cuffs on him like that. He got in to get right the fuck out. Why? Because you faming your status? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Right is right, wrong is wrong. There's nobody that should be getting treated with any better benefit than the next person unless you're gonna all treat us like this.
But we, like you were saying,
This world
there's
is
no
not
yin,
fair.
the yin to the yang, good and evil.
Yeah.
It's like I was telling him too, and I know a lot of people gonna agree with me. Look at how the Pilgrims and the Indians. Remember we were talking about this earlier? How Pilgrims gave food to the Indians, but it's also stealing from them. They're also taking their towns. They're also taking their homes. They're also
Raping their
taking
women.
everything, raping their women and everything else. It's still happening today, man.
Yeah.
The Pilgrims is the government.
Yeah.
We're the Indians.
Yeah.
They're trying so. Why you think they're trying so hard to turn the Bronx into Manhattan, or turn Brooklyn into Manhattan, or Astoria, yeah, to turn everything like Queens or Manhattan, bro? Because they don't want to see Spanish or blacks in. Still, they get mad when the Spanish is black making it. They get mad when they see a black or Spanish person make it. They don't want to see us make it, bro. They want to see us, oh, please, sir, you got any spare change? You got anything so I can go eat? They want to see us like that. No. And then when they see us up in the ranks, they be like, damn. Like, why? Like, look at Donald Trump. When Trump was in office, why do you think he was trying to put everybody black, Spanish, those down, but not one white person was shut down.
Nope. Not one Asian neither.
Not one Asian. Oh, because you doing business with King Jong-un.
Yep.
And King Jong-un don't even like your ass.
And Xi Jinping in China.
He loves Dennis Rodman more than he likes you, bro. And Dennis Rodman's his best friend.
I want to be Dennis Rodman's friend.
Dennis Rodman fucking fucking King Jong-un's home.
What?
Huh?
King Jong tells him, go ahead.
Nigga's the king. That nigga's the
Bro.
King Kong of China. He's the Godzilla of
I saw
China.
that
Bro.
documentary with Dennis with Jordan.
Yeah, that Jordan documentary, yeah.
Dennis is so real, B. And
Bro,
I need to go somewhere for 2 days. I need to go somewhere for 2 days. He went to fucking Vegas. He didn't return for a week.
bro, Phil Jackson told him, yo, you're gonna go home for leave. Only for a couple days, Dennis.
Yeah.
Come back the next 2 days. We got a game going on.
Yeah.
We in the playoffs. Bring your ass back. This nigga didn't come back for like a week or two. But once he came back, he was tired. His body was drained. But when he got in that court, it was all over. Because he was the man.
He did the.
He was the man.
We need to talk about practice. We're talking about practice. I can fuck practice. I got this.
Word, bro. He was like, what is this?
He did the AI on him.
Bro, that shit was
Was like, was that before AI? Because AI came what, 96? 96 was like the golden year of like the NBA, where they had like Kobe Bryant came in 96, AI 96.
But you know what's funny? I wanted to mention something he said earlier not to get off your topic. It was something he said earlier about the whole Ronnie King thing.
Oh, Rodney King.
It was
He
like
started a record label
I heard they started a record
called
label.
Beatdown Records.
Yeah, this nigga. But what I'm saying is like, okay, it's not just the Ronnie King, Sean Bell,
Trayvon Martin,
George
Garner.
Eric Garner, George Floyd,
Yes.
all that. How is it that they got cops murdering these people and they're not in jail?
Oh, not even getting arrested.
They are not in jail.
They're not even getting convicted.
They're not getting convicted. They're not even getting. They're not even
jail.
serving time.
They're not even getting
How are
called on
these?
this shit.
How are these fucking police can get away with murder?
They got, they use that. What's that shit called?
This is why
That
sometimes
police get if they kill somebody.
Like,
Qualified immunity.
but
That's what it's
it's
called.
like I don't get it. But let that be us. Let that be us, and we serving life.
We'll never get away with that.
Oh no.
We serving life. They gonna have our heads in a silver platter.
I just saw a video today where a guy was getting his ass thrown to the fucking ground. He got killed, all because they were trying to arrest him for jaywalking.
Look at that, bro.
He's like, yo, why you arresting me for? He's like, for what? For jaywalking. He's like, where? And he's like, get on the ground, get on the ground. And he's like, he's just asking, yo, where? Why was I jaywalking?
The day,
And then they shot him on the ground.
George Zimmerman is not even police. He's a fucking, what is it, neighborhood watch.
Neighborhood watch, and he's still walking
And he's
around.
still walking around. How the hell did they let that man walk around?
And he tried to sell the gun that killed Trayvon
Yeah,
Martin.
he tried to.
How you do that? That's
Yo,
savage.
bro, he tried to sell the gun that he killed Trayvon Martin. He tried to sell it on eBay.
And people were buying it. They had
And
to, eBay had to
I
shut
think
him
somebody
off.
was trying to buy it.
eBay had to shut it off. Like,
Yeah.
yo, what the fuck's wrong with you?
eBay shut him down. They said no. He tried to do it again, and they found him. They shut him down again.
How do you get away with that?
Bro, how are you a neighborhood
How do
watch and you get away with
that?
murder?
That's crazy.
Motherfucker.
All because look at that, Rodney King. The
That
cops
makes
when
no
they beat
sense.
when all the cops that beat up Rodney King were white. George Zimmerman is a white man. Fucking George, the guy who sat on George Floyd's neck, a white man. If your skin ain't white, then you ain't right. That's what they trying to tell us.
Nope. You
Nah,
ain't
that's a
right.
fact,
You ain't
though.
right.
That's what they trying to tell us.
If you ain't white, you ain't right.
Like I said, I ain't got no problem with white folks.
No,
I ain't
it's
got no
not
problem with
about
them.
that.
But
It's that they make us their problem.
But yeah, exactly,
reason.
exactly. This is
And it's not only a white thing, yo. Like, a big statistic was brought up that we kill each other a lot. You remember
Yeah.
Miami in the '80s? All these Spanish people were killing Spanish people. You remember every hood in New York, black people kill black people. We kill each other too.
But that's how we're like kind of programmed. Like look at
But you
where
see,
we were
there's a
around.
difference. There's a difference between killing a murderer
Yeah,
and killing an innocent person.
yeah, absolutely.
You can see cops driving by, and a dude is selling drugs in a corner.
Yeah,
Cops won't say shit to him.
Nope.
But if another man is just walking with his book bag, going to school, where the fuck are you going? What you have in that bag? Is that a gun in there? And then they'll plant a gun in there.
yeah, yeah.
The dude that Khalif Browder bullshit.
Yeah, bro.
They
They didn't even give Khalif. They didn't even give Khalif a chance, bro. They just threw his ass in jail.
for 3 years in most of that solitary
and then
confinement.
the guy that said that he got robbed didn't even show up to court. Didn't even go to the police station and then moved and then couldn't find a nigga. They supposed to release Khalif that day. What happened? They still kept him there for another year or two.
And they try to make him plead guilty to it. You know
he
what?
didn't
It's
even
that,
do
that bitch from Hot Bench, like that one of those old bitches.
And
from
he was saying it too. I'm
television judge.
not gonna plead guilty to something I didn't do.
He's like, no, I didn't do it.
I didn't do it, so why the fuck I gotta claim guilty?
This fucking world, man.
You see how
That was the gentleman that they kept in Rikers, correct?
Yeah.
He got them in Rikers for 3 years. He's from the Bronx.
kept in Rikers for like 2-3 years.
And that poor kid, he was stripped of his humanity.
He said it too. Once he said it, he lost his smile. He didn't want to do nothing. After he came home, he was done.
Yep. He couldn't take being home, and then a lot of his people saw him he thought he was getting money off of these interviews and stuff. He's like, no, I just want to get my story. I'm not doing this for money.
I'm not doing this for money.
And people he was scared of going home,
and it still wasn't working out for him.
And he even ultimately said, you know what, fuck this, I'm done. And he ended up offing himself because of that.
And that's what happens. And I'm not, and it's like I said, like he was saying too. I'm not saying every person is bad. It's just sometimes certain people who hates certain people, that's the shit. That's the hate and jealousy that they have on us, bro. And it just makes me sick to my stomach sometimes. That there's a lot of times I want to do stuff for it, but then a lot of times you be like, is it worth it?
Well, we don't have no direction sometimes. It's hard to get a group of us together to do the right thing, because if one person steps out of line, now we're all responsible for that one person's actions. And we all good and gravy, but we know Tom's got a short attention span. Crazy and sideways, so
You got the piece on him. You got to talk to him a certain way now.
Word.
you know what I'm saying. And that's our thing.
You got to talk to that one person that even blows up quick. You got to be like, yo, please don't make us go to jail today. That's the last thing I want to be.
But when somebody's ready to go,
Yeah.
you can't tell them that. How many of our friends always? How many of our people?
This world is
always
crazy. We were born and raised in a system that was always against us, even before our forefathers even were forced to come here. It's not only just overall, it's not only New York. This is all over the world. It doesn't matter what country you're from, and it's crazy out here. We really, it's hard for us to come together. It's hard for us to realize the hole that we're actually all in, because the world has a lot of ignorant people, but at the same time, the world has a lot of smart people that want to see people do better, while the ignorant just doesn't care. They just go with the flow. I don't care. Fuck the government. Fuck this and fuck that. And they're not the ones that want to make change. You want to be around the people that want to make change. You want to be around the people that want to make things better, not only for your community and for yourself, because, if you're good and your community is good, eventually as time goes on, for the next generation, it's going to be better for them. Because that's really all, for personally, what I would want for my life. If I were to have children, I want them to know that as soon as I leave this earth, they're good. And I know whatever they're going to do in the next life, they're going to continue with what I'm doing, making sure that their kids is good and their community is good. And that's how the world should be to me personally, but unfortunately we're not like that in this world, and I hope we get to that point at some point in probably not in my lifetime, probably not even my kids or my kids' lifetime will get there.
Maybe.
But maybe. But right now it just almost seems we're in the beginning stage of wanting to come together and do better for ourselves, because I believe, especially from what I see online, that we're all just starting to organize a lot better. We're understanding research. We're understanding okay, this is what's going on here. What can we do to solve this issue that's going on? And it's beautiful, and I'm glad that I'm starting to see that now, in most of the communities I see online and all the social media, really pushing that, okay, there's an issue going on. Let's try to make this poppin'. I'm going to need your help. And, you'll get some people that'll scroll by, won't even or comment on it. But you'll get those real people that will want to DM you or go to your email box and be like, hey, what can I do to help? And that's what it is for all of us that I want.
You'd be surprised how far support goes.
Yeah, support like can truly push people like together. Like it's like you don't feel alone when you have like support, because there's been times probably even when a lot of people started organizations or got into doing like anything from like music to like painting to like learning anything, they think like, oh, is anybody gonna really care what I'm doing? Like, is anybody gonna see like all the creations and all the artwork I'm doing, all the music I'm making, or all the community stuff I'm organizing for? Like, it sucks. It's a long road to like get at least one person to support you, but sometimes like you gotta be your own fan. You gotta be your own manager. You gotta be your own editor. You gotta be your own makeup artist. You got like just do it. Just go for it and just and make sure you do it with love and make sure you do it because you love doing it. And on that brighter note, that is episode 2 for us right now. Yeah! I want to thank my boy, Mr. Crushed Ice, for appearing on the cast. Of course, out of character on the boards. Doing everything. Have a good night, everybody. And we'll see you next time.